Hi and welcome. I am Katarina and this is my channel, your place for card making, creative inspiration and a little extra sparkle in every project. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Let's jump into today's project. Hi everyone! Today we are going to make another gorgeous card using some Chloe's Creative Craft products. And I picked out this lilac-y, bluish, pinkish water wash feel to the paper from the Best of Collection paper pad. I was gonna go for a lovely dreamy look with my card today. I also picked out one of my older sets. This is a Papercraft Society box by Chloe's from quite a while ago. I love these flowers and I don't use them enough. And I actually was inspired by Denise from Little G Papercrafts, who likes every now and again pull out some of these Papercraft Society boxes and make some gorgeous mix. So that's reminded me of to use mine. So I'm going to stamp and heat emboss on this piece of paper. And I'm using the anti-static bag because I had hand cream on my fingers and I don't want to leave all those fingerprints all over. So then my heat embossing is nice and crisp. Taking my Wow embossing ink pad, I am just stamping these flowers in all three sizes on this paper before heat setting it with some opaque, bright white superfine embossing powder. I love using superfine because it picks up on all those gorgeous details. You will see once I heat set this, it turns lovely, nice and opaque white. And it just gives such a lovely and elegant and, as I said, dreamy kind of a feel to my flowers today. Off camera, I stamp and heat emboss some more of these flowers on this piece of paper, so I have 3 of each sizes. And I'm going to cut these out with my scissors. I could use the matching dies to die cut this with, and you can do that, but I wasn't very mindful when I was stamping this, so I couldn't fit the dies properly in there. Some of them would have chunks out of it, so I just decided to go ahead and cut them all out with my scissors. To be honest, I don't mind fussy cutting. Now, that's not something that I always love doing, but lately I just put some movie on, watch it on my laptop and cut away. And it's just quite relaxing, I find. So that's what I was doing. I decided to cut them all out with my scissors. And then it was time to glitter them up a little bit. So I'm just following the pattern on the flower. There's a dots already heat embossed on it. So I'm trying to add a little dot of glue in each dot. But to be honest, if it goes off a bit of the dot, I don't mind. Like it quite organic looking, I guess. So I'm just covering the entire petals with lots and lots of glue dots. And I'm going to sprinkle some Diamante Sparkle on this. Diamante Sparkle is such a gorgeous glitter. This is my second pot that I have of this color and it is truly so beautiful. It really catches the light so nicely. If you do like glitter, Diamante Sparkle is one to try out. I have this pastel sorbet paper pad and I picked out this light teal color. One of the sides is darker. I'm going to use the lighter side today. So the foliage stamp from the stamp set from the Papercraft Society box. Again, I'm going to stamp with my Wow embossing powder. With my Wow embossing ink pad. And then I'm going to heat emboss it with Wow Silver Bells embossing glitter. It is so beautiful. It's sparkly, it's silver, but it has all the different colors shining through it. And I am just obsessed with this one. So you can see that I am heat setting it and it's not picking up on all the colors, the sparkle that I said. But honestly, trust me, you're gonna have to trust me on it. It is there and it is pretty. The next thing that I'm going to prepare is some of the smaller foliage. They are like little berry twigs with some foliage and berries at the end of each line. And I'm going to heat emboss these on acetate. When you're heat embossing with acetate, you need to use heat-resistant acetate. Your normal heavyweight, heavy-duty acetates that you use for windows will not work for this. So I am stamping several of these all over that piece of acetate. And then I am sprinkling Castleton embossing powder on it by Wow. This is so gorgeous. It's such a beautiful green color. You will see, I show you in a moment against some white card. So in here I'm heat setting and I'm not letting the heat tool to be too long at any one spot because I do not want to warp that acetate. So I'm just doing it very quickly, and it does melt very quickly because obviously you're melting on plastic, so it is quite a quick process. Make sure your heat tool is fully heated before you bring it to the acetate. And I am just cutting all those out with my scissors as well. And now I'm going to add some glitter to these. And this is the Lilac Frost Sparklicious glitter. It's so beautiful, and it really adds to that dreamy look that I was going for today with my colorways. So I'm adding a little dot of glue at the end of each of those little branches where the berries would be sitting, and I'm sprinkling the glitter on them. Now it looks a little bit white in here, but that glue will dry completely clear, and all you will be able to see that gorgeous lilac-y frosty color once it is fully dried. So I am repeating the same process on all of these branches. I'll do that off camera. It would be quite repetitive. And then I'm moving on to shaping my flowers where the glitter had already dried onto those petals. So I'm bending each petal downwards, and then I'm pulling them up just to create some lovely dimension for these. These are the largest ones of the 3 flowers. The other 2 I have already prepared, and I am just layering the 3 on top of each other, offsetting each petal to give the flower a nice and full look. And I'm just using my hot glue gun today. So this is going to go in the middle, so I'm crunching it up a little bit just to make sure that it is nice and a full flower, just like so. And as I mentioned, I have already prepared the other 2 sizes. Once my embellishments are done, it's time to prepare our card base. I have an 8 by 8 inch card base from White Heavyweight Card, 7 3/4 inches lilac card, and then the pattern paper from the bumper paper pad, a 7.5 inches square. I'm going to add glitter to both of these layers, just using my chisel tip glue pen and some fine crystalline glitter. I really need to get a bigger pot. I'm just struggling to dip the larger cards into this one. But so I'm just covering the glue in that glitter, and I'm repeating the same onto this piece. Back into the glitter pot, and once again, this is the fine crystalline glitter that I'm using in here. It's a translucent glitter. It will leave me with some gorgeous sparkle, but allowing to see all the colors underneath. I'm gluing the lilac layer straight onto the card front. Then I am covering the back of my pattern paper with some foam pads to add it some lovely dimension. And then I'm sticking it straight onto the card front. Then I have 2 more squares pre-cut, the white one measuring 6 3/4 inch square, and this blue water wash one from the same paper pad measures 6.5, and I am lining all around the edges with the chisel tip glue pen and adding the same crystalline glitter to that blue square. Then I'm just layering it using with my collal glue right on top of the white square, and then I am popping this set up on foam pads to add to the card front. But before I do that, I have some further decorations prepared. With the Enchanted Mandala die set from the larger one, I've die cut from white card, but I cut it in quarters before showing you. It's just in here I'm showing you that it was a full circle, and I cut it down to quarters. And then with the smallest I have die cut from this lilac colored paper, and I am going to cut this in quarters as well. It is quite easy to go by the design really, because it is like a mandala. There's equal sides between each pattern. But if you don't trust yourself to do that, just fold it in half like I'm doing it here on screen, and you can just easily cut along the fold lines. And I'm going to stick each of these quarters onto the white bit of the larger mandala quarters. And to do that, I'm just dabbing a little bit of a glue with a kitchen sponge. I just cut down into pieces a little bit of a dry clear liquid glue. And then once those are done, I can add these to the blue square. And I'm leaving a little bit of a border so the glitter from the blue pattern paper is showing. And I'm just adding one in each corner. First of all, I'm only adding glue to the solid pieces behind each mandala quarter, but then I changed my mind about that. And there's a good trick here I like to use. On a piece of acetate, I add a little bit of that glue, and I just dab the detailed die cut onto that, if that makes sense, and then just press down on it, and the glue will stick onto the background paper. This is a very good technique because you're not adding too much glue. The little bits of the detailed die cuts, they only grab onto the glue where they need to, and then you can easily just press it down right onto your pattern paper. Then I just use the foam pads at the back just to adhere this onto my card front. I do like to use a little bit of liquid glue as well, just to give me that small wriggle room to make sure I can get it nice and centered. I have 3 pieces of card strips. The white one measures 6.5 by 3 inches, then the lilac 2 3/4 by 6.5, and then 2.5 by 6.5 for the pattern paper. The pattern one and the lilac one I am edging with the chisel tip glue pen again, but only along the 2 long sides, and I'm dipping that into my crystalline as well. Then I'm layering them up, popping it on foam pads before adhering it onto the white strip, and then I just glue the whole set in the middle of the card, just using some liquid glue. And then it really is done just to decorate this. I have the flowers, the foliage ready, and now I will just use my hot glue gun to put everything in place. And I'm layering my flowers really along that strip, going from the top towards the bottom. All the supplies that I used today, if still available, will be linked in the description box below. I would like to mention, if you're shopping on the Wow Embossing website, are they the UK or the US website, using my code WowDTKatarina, as you can see it on my screen now, will get you 10% off your purchase, and that will leave me with a little bit of a kickback. It's an affiliate code, but that will cost you nothing. Your discount will still remain the same. To finish off the flowers, I'm using a sparkler in the middle of each. 2 larger flowers on the top will have the larger sparkler, and then the bottom one a smaller sparkler. I also decided to use some rhinestones to add a little bit of an extra bling, and I was going back and forth between which colors to use, but I settled for the lilac ones, which have some holographic kind of a feel to them, so they catch the light very, very differently. They are like lilac but AB, if that makes sense. And I am adding 5 in each corner. And the only thing this card is missing in here is the sentiment, which I was unsure what to use when I was recording the video, and I added one afterwards. So you will be able to see that on the final photos that I will be showing in a little second. And I went with Have a Delightful Day, stamped with shaded lilac distress exciting, cut into a strip, and then bagged with a slightly larger panel of patterned blue paper. Popped it on foam pads to add it to my card. As you can see on the still images in here, absolutely beautiful card. I am so chuffed with how this one turned out. I really am in love with these colors too, the pinks, lilacs with the blues. It's just really so dreamy. Do let me know what you think. I love to read your thoughts on what's your favorite colors to work with. This is quite unusual for me, but I am chuffed with how it turned out. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please do not forget to give me the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on my future videos I will be sharing. Thank you so much once again. I really appreciate you. And until the next time, bye! Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe so you won't miss my next video. And in the meantime, feel free to click on these rectangles for more creative inspiration. Until the next time, see you soon. Bye!